What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to part 6, maybe, I think. Maybe we're on part 6 of the buyer's guide. I've never done this big of a video series. The buyer's guide got bigger and bigger and bigger, and I just it kind of got a little bit out of reach on me there for a second. We are going to continue on, and today we are going to do one of my favorite wintertime baits that really produces, and I just got stuck on my carpet, and we are going to talk about lipless baits. So let's get into it, guys. All right, so when we talk about lipless baits, you know, a lot of people automatically go to the Red Eye Shad by Strike King. And don't get me wrong, that's a great bait. Love it. I got 2 right here. And get them out. So we're gonna open up the video with the Strike King Red Eye Shad. They do come in different sounds. We've got the BBs there. Oh no, they're both BBs. Just kidding. They also have a 1-knocker, and I don't know which one my 1-knocker is, so you're just gonna have to take my word on that. They come in a 1-knocker, and they come in the much louder rattling BB version. So the Strike King Red Eye Shad is kind of the go-to, I guess, here lately, because Kevin Van Dam does push it very heavily. It's designed very uniquely, very differently than any other lipless bait on the market, but it's still not completely, it's not going to cover every single lipless action that you need. So this is one of my go-tos. I do like it a lot, but I'm going to show you some other versions that I also like better. So we're going to go ahead and dive into those. It's actually just a total of 3 different lipless besides the Strike King Red Eye Shad. So there's a total of 4 baits. So we're going to dive straight into it. The next one is the Janko, I think it's called like the Rip Knocker or something like that. It also has BBs in it. Not quite as loud and aggressive as the Red Eye Shad, but still a very good lipless bait. It does have the flat side on top, and when you're yo-yoing this is my personal favorite for yo-yoing. When you yo-yo it up, you can really feel that instant vibration, and then it just kind of flutters back down. A really good all-around bait. Comes in a lot of different colors. Obviously not as many as Strike King. You know, Strike King does just crazy amounts of numbers, but still a really good choice for a lipless, and they're very affordable. I'm going to save the best for last as to which one I feel is my all-time favorite. I don't have very many of them because they are a little on the expensive side, but they are an all-around great bait. Now this next bait, I know I'm probably going to get a lot of garbage for because it isn't really a lipless bait. It is, but it isn't. You know, you can make that argument down in the comment section below if you want. Let me know. Do you think this is a lipless bait, or is it completely separate that I shouldn't have even included it? Doesn't matter because I'm going to include it anyway, but let me know down in the comment section below. The Silver Buddy. These are technically called blade baits. I've used this one quite a bit. You can see it's still got line on it. Blade baits are identical to a lipless in kind of the way they move and the way you fish them, but it's just a hunk of lead. That's all it is. It's a hunk of lead with some foil on it, and I dropped it. Very sharp hooks, by the way. And this is all it is. I'm trying to get it in the camera so that it focuses on it. It's a very basic bait, but in the winter time when it's frigid outside like it is right now, I mean, it's not frigid, but it's getting colder, this provides such a tight wobbling action that it's just one of the best ways that you can fish this bait, and it's more of a jig style of bait. You're gonna throw this out, and I know it's got treble hooks on, and everybody's gonna be like, no, you can't drag a treble hook bait. You can, you just have to be very cautious with it, and that's what I do with this. I actually drag this bait. Now, obviously you're not gonna fish this in laydowns and wood and hanging trees and stuff. This is for rock. This is for flats, pea gravel, open water. And I am going to throw this out there, let it sink down, and just crawl it along the bottom, and every now and then rip it, and it'll rip up and flutter down. It's a really good all-around bait, and you know they make different brands, different versions. You know, when they're on those really small shad, you've got one like this, a very tiny blade bait that I do use a lot. I actually throw this on a spinning rod, and then you've of course got the all traditional, the actual silver color. Just you know, different colors out there, different variations of them. There are so many different brands that make a different version of this. I'll be honest, I don't even know if this is actually a real Silver Buddy or not, but that's how I found out about them, was through Silver Buddy, and they're called blade baits. Like I've said in all the other videos, I will link every single bait down in the comment section below with the exact link in order of which we're talking about it in the video. That way you all don't get confused and nothing is out of place for you all. Now, I do have a one. It's not really. It's not another bait. It's still the Janko Lipless. But when it comes to winter fishing and spring fishing, you can't forget to go with red. I'm going to link down in the comment section below. I'll link all the baits and I'll put my favorite colors on them, but you got to have some red, some crawfish colors for the winter time and the springtime, because that's a big source for those bass. And they do eat a lot of crayfish, so you're going to want to have that on there. All right, so I have now covered the first three that I was going to do. This next bait, I don't know how much people around here actually fish it, because it is a expensive bait. This isn't a cheap bait. I want to say this comes in at like $21, $22, but it's my all-time favorite lipless, and it is the Lucky Craft LV 500. This is a phenomenal bait. As you can see, I have absolutely abused this one, and it still works. I'm trying to get it to focus. There we go. You can see I've abused it, but it still works. It's got this nice, this is the American shad pattern, I believe. It's got that nice reflection on it. This bait actually stays tied on in my boat from November until about April. And that's how much I have faith in this bait. I fish it all throughout the winter time. I catch lots and lots of fish on this. It's an all-around great lipless bait. The cool thing about this bait and why I love it so much compared to all the other ones is the way this one falls. This one doesn't fall nose first, doesn't fall butt first. It actually falls straight, and it shimmies as it falls straight. So that, for one, that's going to give you a big advantage for catching these fish on the fall, because a lot of the time those fish will actually bite it on the fall, and this is giving even more enticing reasons to bite it on the fall. You actually see how much I fish it. I bent that hook out. But it's one of those baits that you can do almost everything with it. Now, I'm not gonna fish this one in like 30 feet of water. You know, if we're fishing that deep, a lipless probably isn't gonna be my go-to bait anyway, but I do know a lot of people that like to fish rather deep with their lipless, so the LV500 isn't necessarily gonna be for that. But for me personally, I will fish this up to 20 to 25 feet. I'll drop down in line size so it gets down there a little bit faster. But an all-around good bait for just about everything. Ripping it through grass, it's a great bait for that in the spring. But my biggest thing with this one is I absolutely love fishing it on rock. You know, I drag it like a jig. That's why the Butterfingers over here. That's why the nose is all busted up, because I drag it through rock, I drag it through anything and everything, and those fish just cannot stand it. Something about that action. I do have a few other colors in it that I didn't get out for whatever reason. I'm not getting back in the boat again, but I'm gonna link those colors down in the comment section below for you. That way you do have all of them. But we're gonna wrap it up for this video. I wanted to try and keep this one a little bit shorter, because I do know some of these have gotten really long. I think my old 18 rod buyer's guide got really long because I went on a whole rant about that, but I do apologize for that, but I love those rods. So we're going to wrap it up for the lipless baits. You know, if you guys are liking these videos, please do me a huge favor. Leave a comment down in that comment section below. Also, let me know where you're watching from. I love being able to talk to everybody down in the comment section. I love knowing where y'all are from, where you're watching these from. If you fish on Cherokee and Douglas where I fish, let me know that. Maybe we can get together. We can fish a little bit, have some fun. But yeah, so we're going to wrap that up, guys. Hit that like button. Leave me a comment. Hit that subscribe button. And I think that's it. Take care, guys.